Hello and welcome to this session of NetPrompt AI demo. Today we'll be talking about the salient features of NetPrompt, what the system offers to the network engineer, and how is it exactly to be used. So let's jump in right away. NetPrompt is a holistic uh, system which is agentic AI enabled that lets you interact with your devices in simple English using English commands where you can simply pass on the English level prompts, and the AI is intelligent enough to translate that into vendor specific command and execute it on that device and bring it back to the user in a user understandable format. So NetPrompt abstracts the device type intrinsics or the vendor type intrinsics from this end user and lets the user focus on more higher level tasks in order to achieve efficiency and performance. This is how a NetPrompt AI system looks like. There are two components to it. One is the virtual appliance, and the other is the LLM. The virtual appliance is in prem, and the LLM is on cloud. How the system works is that the virtual appliance basically stores the specifics to the configuration like the logins, passwords, credentials, all sorts of device details, and so on and so forth. And what is while interacting with the LLM, only the information which is required on the context is shared, but that is also shared in a masked way that LLM cannot store any specifics or cannot use it for any future use. So that's how the system has been built. Today we've prepared a demo lab for you, which is a demo network, and that is across three cities: Mumbai, Chennai, and Bangalore. The Mumbai site is a Cisco site which has a Cisco router and a Cisco firewall. Chennai site is a Juniper site which has Juniper routers and firewalls on Junos OS. And then there is a Bangalore site which is on Arista router and Palo Alto firewall. Having said that, let's go right into the intrinsics on how exactly to firstly install the system, and then later how exactly to use it. So we'll take you to the NetPrompt installation guide, which is quite self-explanatory in nature, and that details the installation procedure. The first step is to just jump to this particular site, which is the detailed site for installation steps. Here, the installation steps highlighted will be mentioning about the system requirements, the hardware requirements, the technical compatibility of the VMware workstations and VMware centers. Then it's highlighted in terms of how to use this OVA file, which is the application file, appliance file, which I was mentioning some time back, which is a in-prem installation. So that appliance file installation is mentioned here. Then there are details about how to access NetPrompt AI, how to set up your credentials, how to set up your license, where you can purchase a particular set of license, and that license file is applied to your installation, and accordingly the features which are there in your subscription are enabled for you. Then you have a facility to add the devices. You have a functionality to have managing your devices in terms of how to use the AI interface, which this AI interface is a GUI based interface, so it can be used from any browser, and it has a similar look and feel like ChatGPT or Gemini. So not much learning required on this. Basically, it's a self-intuitive interface which people can use. Now, let's go into the next steps about once we have installed this, how exactly should we utilize this particular framework. So, what we do is we go to our installation, which is there. Here, we open the admin console so that we can start to configure. In the admin console, there is a multitude of functionalities available. This device information is basically allowing you to add or remove or update the type of devices. We already have a few devices configured, like I told, Bangalore site, which is on Arista, Mumbai site, which is on Cisco, or Chennai site, which is on Juniper, and then Juniper is also having the Bangalore site is also having a Palo Alto firewall. Here, you can add a device, and you can see the manufacturer types which are there as of today in terms of Cisco, Juniper, Arista, and Palo Alto. And very soon, we are bringing in functionality to also accommodate the devices from Fortinet, HP Aruba, Ruckus, and Nutanix, and many other manufacturers. The devices which are presently supported are routers, switches, firewalls, a few access points. But in future, we are bringing in the support for more complex devices like the load balancers or few other flavors of firewalls and so on. So the idea is to showcase NetPrompt as a holistic single user interface to speak to multiple types of devices from multiple manufacturers. Now, having said that, let's go into this functionality where the device information, with the device information functionality, you can add devices one by one, or you can run a script where you can upload the device types, multiple device types also in a go. Next functionality is data anchoring, which allows you to have multiple templates like troubleshooting command templates. You can see these are vendor specific templates which you can utilize, like for example, Cisco. Again, we are giving in functionality on which particular OS do you want to have the template. So that way, we are providing quite a lot of flexibility in terms of usage of these templates. Again, the other thing is about configuration command templates. We are providing similar type of functionality in terms of OS and across the vendor makes. Then there is also some one wonderful functionality which is blocked command templates. So what this does is, if you are not sure that certain commands might cause a problem to the overall data integrity, in the sense, suppose you are not comfortable executing a flash router site on Mumbai, or reflash the ROM on Chennai, then you can always mention such commands here, and they will not be executed. Even if you reference to NetPrompt, it will mention that it is in a list of prohibited commands. Additionally, even LLM is quite intelligent in the way that it will also warn you, saying that this command might damage your configuration. Are you sure you want to use it? So those are two levels of precautions we have already have inbuilt in this system. Now, if I go to this next functionality, then you have this functionality called as custom commands. And here we can have a set of commands which are custom commands where you can customize your configuration, and then you can have a series of commands to execute those. So basically you can have a complex set of commands which can be executed one by one using custom commands here. Like for example, let's go into OSPFTS, and here you can see that it is a set of simple English commands using prompts. So you don't require to have any Python knowledge or anything else. It is all simple English commands, which is a set of commands, and then you can have this kind of thing batched up into one particular particular custom command, and that can help you execute this uh, time after time whenever you want it, so that you don't need to uh, type all these complex commands again. You can just simply use the keyword and it executes it for you. Then the next functionality is about the task scheduler. You remember in yesteryears in Unix, there used to be a functionality like the cron job. So what cron job used to do was to just create a cron task, and that used to be invoked by the kernel, depending upon the kind of duration or the instant at it was supposed to be invoked. So you can have a timer of about half a minute, 1 minute, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, maybe 10 milliseconds, and then the kernel will invoke those tasks. The idea to have this kind of a functionality is to provide flexibility for commands like show router health on Mumbai R1, show firewall congestion on Bangalore, uh, give me a list of packets dropped on Chennai router site, or that kind of things which you would like to again and again and keep checking the health. Those are the type of commands which can be used in this scheduler controller panel. Then we go to credentials. Here, with the credentials, you can define the type of access you want to provide the user to NetPrompt AI. So, if you want that the user should have only a troubleshooting command access to this particular NetPrompt AI, then you can define it in a way that user is only able to execute troubleshooting commands, or user is able to only execute let's say view only commands on NetPrompt AI. And basis that, then the system understands what kind of access you have provided, and then lets the user use uh, this particular AI system. Now, in the license management, basically what we have is the types of various licenses which you have purchased, and basically implementing those. So you can have three flavors of licensing which is there. One is the free version, which lets you crunch only a few number of tokens per day. Like the ultimately the all the data what you are passing on to NetPrompt or any agentic AI system for that matter is getting broken down into tokens, and that's what is being crunched by GPU. So there needs to be a control on the number of tokens crunched. So free version allows you limited token crunching. Then there is another flavor which is a subscription based flavor, which is more like uh, using a prepaid SIM card where you top it up with certain amount and the phone works until that time, till the time the charge is not running out of quota. Similar thing is here. So you can buy a set of tokens, and those tokens keep getting used in the system till the time you are within the quota. And then the third flavor is basically the enterprise segment, where we bring in kind of more flexibility in terms of fine-tuned net prompt agentic AI system, or more customization, bringing in more flexibility for the number of tokens which can be used. It's basically enterprise license which can accommodate lot more devices and lot many other vendors as well. So, with that, I'd also like to highlight the uh, the profile management, which again I mentioned similar to credentials. Here you can mention the role of admin, what admin can do, and what others can do, have the access on this system. Then we have token usage, which I was mentioning that how many tokens can be used per day, and what kind of subscription you need to take. So to monitor that, we have this token usage report, so that you can see what is your token usage in a week, what is your token usage in a spread of time, like say month and a half, so that you can decide what kind of a subscription top up do I need to take, so that I can keep using this system for say 2 months or 4 months kind of a time frame. Now, uh, the last one which is there is also about the user manual, where in the user manual we have detailed how exactly each command can be utilized, what are the basic functionalities which can be used, and what is the correct way to utilize that, what what benefits you can get out of that, so on and so forth, so that you have a user guide which is there inbuilt, and that is what this particular functionality provides you. Now you know the details on the admin console, and it's time to start checking on what the functionalities are in terms of the overall system which has to offer to us. So we can what we can do is that uh, what we can look at the installation manual once again. That has two parts: one is the installation part and the other is the use case part. In the use cases, what we have done is we have listed a set of test cases and use cases which can be executed, or which can be even co-developed using NetPrompt and the company which wants to partner with us, which that we have listed here. And these use cases are more like on a category basis, so they are on device configuration, what all use cases can be used, routing and switching, what use cases can be used, or maybe security, monitoring and troubleshooting, automation and templates, compliance and audit, so on and so forth. The various types of use cases which can be used, even for ServiceNow related interaction, where our system is already integrated with ITMS like ServiceNow, where you can create the level 1 tickets, level 2 tickets, and the system can then investigate those tickets and mark those fixed or update the tickets. So those kind of use cases are already there. And in addition to that, what we've done is that we have created a set of 101 use cases which NetPrompt would like to also collaborate with other vendors and other companies to co-develop, so that these can be utilized. Basically, the idea is these are set of test cases which are used globally in the networking world for categories like device configuration and others which I mentioned. These are the most frequently and most prominently used cases, and NetPrompt would like to encourage the other companies to join hands with us, become our technology partners, become our co-innovators, and help us develop these cases together. Now that we know what can be done, as they say, the proof of pudding is in eating it. So let's jump in and see how much of the truth is there in NetPrompt when we say that it can ease up a network engineer's job. So I will once again take you to the picture where we were talking about the demo network, so that you can, just to refresh your memory, Mumbai is a Cisco site, Chennai is a Juniper site, and Bangalore is a Arista site with a Palo Alto firewall. We jump right away and start checking one by one in terms of what we can do. I have also opened up the telnet sessions here for Mumbai and Bangalore sites, so that you can see the action happening on these routers on the telnet prompt when we invoke the commands on net prompt. So let's say we want to check MPLS link on Bangalore R1. So I'll just say resume chat, and I will say check mpls link in bgl site, and then I will open this bgl router. Now you can see that I have, it asks me to approve the prompt. We have a human in a loop interface which is mentioned here, so that basically the user is able to approve each and every command in the beginning, so that you do not start to have dangerous commands plugged in there. So I say a yes, and like you can see, it could identify that Bangalore is a Arista site, so it's showing Arista related syntax here. I say okay, and then it starts to execute. Now you can see it's gone to the Bangalore site and it's executing the mpls link command. It gets the output in terms of uh, Arista related syntax, and now it shows us here in terms of what it got in a user understandable format. So it's telling that what is the mpls link status on Bangalore site. Now I will do a similar thing on Mumbai site, where I will say show mpls link status on Mumbai site. Now, mind you, this is a Cisco site, so it will have to identify a command which is a Cisco syntax, and that's what it did. It created a syntax for Cisco thing, which is different than the earlier used Arista thing, which was on Bangalore. So that is a difference in commands you can see, which it was intelligent enough to identify. I'll say okay, and now we go to Mumbai. And here, like you can see, now the router has been triggered by NetPrompt system, and the router is being checked for the MPLS link status. It provided the output in its Cisco format, and NetPrompt then summarized it into a user understandable format, and it's giving us the details on the MPLS links. Similarly, since this entire system uh, is integrated with ITMS like ServiceNow, so we can open tickets, we can show the tickets and see the status. So if I say show me all open tickets, then it goes checks on the ServiceNow table and finds out that which are the tickets. You can see in progress tickets, new tickets, and then there are on hold tickets. So now if I say the new ticket which is there, I will say give details for this one, because I will say show details of this thing ticket. Now this is integrated with the ServiceNow, so it will go and fetch into the status of this ticket and provide what is there. So it indicates that this ticket is mentioning is that the links are down at Mumbai site. So I will now ask show link, show routing table on Mumbai R1, and I'll keep this here, and I'm asking for the routing table. So it tells that I will execute this command, which is a Cisco command, and I'll say okay. So I have approved, and like you can see now, this is being executed on the Mumbai router, which is the Cisco router. It's being checked for the routes, and then the output is given by Cisco router, which is summarized by NetPrompt in user understandable format, and it's provided this particular output. Now, what one thing which I mentioned was that we have this functionality of human in a loop. But if you want to eliminate that, then it automatically becomes a very powerful batch processing machine. That means that you can provide a set of commands, 15, 20 commands, and it can keep executing them one by one, and uh, at the end of the day provide you a list of which commands succeeded and which commands created a problem, and for which it will be also it will be also showing you the tickets which it opened on ServiceNow. So in effect, NetPrompt is capable to take decisions, help end user with valuable assistance, and troubleshoot it faster than what a network engineer would have done using the native syntaxes of the devices. Say, for example, if there are complex commands like why is my link slow on third floor? So if you ask this question to NetPrompt, it will give you a series of root causes which will be helpful for the network engineer to start executing, and then basis that it can be troubleshooted much faster the network engineer would have done by manually typing each and every command and then trying to troubleshoot that. And then there is always a element of human error which is eliminated by NetPrompt. So in effect, what we can say that NetPrompt is a assistant to a network engineer, where it uh, where it takes care of all the user specifics or syntax specifics tasks, and let the end user, which is the network engineer, concentrate on more complex commands and execute more complex tasks like configuration optimization or performance fine tuning, or maybe monitoring the links and so on, which are more intent based actions, and leave the chance of human error minimum by automating it through NetPrompt. So that effectively is the power of agentic AI when you connect it with the devices. I hope you liked our demo, and uh, please feel free to ask any questions you have on info@netprompt.ai, and please subscribe to our YouTube channel on at NetPrompt AI, where we have multitude of other videos as well, where you can keep enhancing your knowledge. We also have a LinkedIn page of NetPrompt. Please subscribe to that. There we keep posting lot of topics related to agentic AI for devices and the upcoming trends, and how exactly AI makes a network engineer more intelligent. So thank you so much for watching, and good luck using NetPrompt.